All in all, I guess we do these treatments to feel better about ourselves so we can be better, so we feel good shining our light, less insecure about how we're perceived, even though we're all too stuck in our own heads to really take in the moment. It's too noisy to take in that pure light and unconditional love that is so divinely present. Maybe by doing things that make us feel better, we can crack open that channel to one another, into that thing we all feel connected to. Maybe this helps give us a chance to tune our frequency. Maybe. I wish you peace, love, connection, clarity, and confidence to shine. I hope this helps. Halo day, but first I'm gonna do BBL. So follow me into the treatment room for both procedures. BBL is gonna pull a lot of this pigment to the surface, this junk that's popped up over the summer. Now I will say that using heat for melasma is actually very debatable. I've had excellent luck with some of my settings and some of my treatments, but follow me along for the next 7 days, see how it does, see how I do, and comment below with your own experience or any questions you might have. So BBL first, then Halo, same day. I've got all my post-care to share with you, and I am grateful that you're here. So thanks for watching. Just did a quick pigment pass with the BBL, just trying to lift and pull a lot of this to the surface. So you can see that's already more pronounced, which is actually what you want. This is gonna continue to lift through the day, and then it's about 9:30 right now. I'm gonna be doing my Halo probably around 2. You can do these back to back. I just don't have time to do that today, so I'm gonna hop in with some clients, and then I'll see you in the treatment room during Halo. This is immediately after the procedure. I'm already swelling, and it feels about as good as it looks. It'll be worth it. All right, it's been 5 hours since I finished up my Halo, so that excessive stinging and burning subsided about 2 hours. I kept track. So an hour after the treatment, it was literally half as bad. And then 2 hours afterwards, stinging and burning is gone. However, my skin feels tight, and it actually feels a lot like it does after a microneedling treatment, where it's just like tight and almost feels like really bad sunburn. That's totally normal, and everything I put on it in the next 24 hours is gonna be pretty uncomfortable, but I want you to see what's happening here. I'm starting to swell. That is my body's way of kicking out, of waking up fibroblasts, creating new collagen, and my body is starting to do what it does best, which is repair. So these tiny little polka dots, those are called MINs, microscopic epidermal necrotic debris. That's gonna pull to the surface, look like a scab, and then over the course of the next week, we're gonna see that kind of like roll off. So it'll be a fun process. If you've done this, let me know what your experience was like. This is my 4th one. So this time I did a BBL first and then followed it with a Halo, same day. All right, now immediately after my Halo, I did have Aubrey apply Core Recovery Complex. This is 99% growth factor. So this is gonna help and assist in the production of collagen. So what I'm doing now is I'm just giving my body, feeding it as many, think vitamins, right? Skin vitamins, but I'm feeding it topically so that it can be as effective as it has the capacity and capability of being in repairing and just getting the best results. So comes in a syringe. I'm gonna put some on my fingertips. This will sting, okay? 99% growth factors, no fillers. So I don't have to worry about my pores getting clogged. I don't have to worry about getting milia, which are tiny little, they look like whiteheads, but they're hard and they're underneath the skin surface. And if you are somebody that uses really occlusive products after a laser treatment, an ablative laser treatment or a microneedling treatment, you're inviting that in because your skin's trying to heal from the inside out, and then that stuff's getting stuck. Those molecules are oftentimes too big. So silicone, dimethicone, I avoid those ingredients. Unless you are dry as a bone, I would suggest finding something that doesn't have so many fillers or isn't quite as occlusive. So in that line, so next I'm gonna apply Omnibalm. This is antibacterial, antimicrobial. It allows my skin to breathe, but it looks and feels like a petroleum jelly. See how thick that is? So I put a thin coat of this on. Continue following along, give you day-by-day, play-by-play. Comment below with questions. Good morning. The swelling has begun. It's gonna get a lot more swollen than this. I'm gonna do the same routine that I did yesterday. So I'm gonna rinse my skin with cold water, use Core, probably use the Omniplex throughout the day, that amino acid spray, and then the balm, and just stay home. Day 3, Sunday. I had my treatment done on Friday. Day 4, post BBL HALO combo treatment. So in years past, I have been unrecognizable by day 4, so swollen, and there's a reason for that, which I'm going to explain. So if you are freaking out because your Face ID on Apple or whatever device you use doesn't recognize you, don't be surprised. Mine typically does not on days 3 and 4. This treatment was targeted for my pigment. So this was, as I mentioned, HALO is a dual fractional laser. And the reason it's different from any other laser on the market is that it has an ablative laser that fires and a non-ablative. Ablative meaning it's breaking the skin. That is what creates all these tiny little marks on my face, literally taking off the top layer of my face. That's one of the lasers that fires. The other laser hits the dermis, promoting collagen. Start collagen by waking up your fibroblasts, which are the building blocks of collagen. So this is a 1-2 punch. Now, we did not turn it up as much for the deeper layers. So I'm not gonna benefit as much. I really wasn't out for that treatment, and the focus for me this time around was really trying to just clean up what was left from summer. Look at how bad my melasma got. People are like, you don't have pigment issues. Well, let me show you. Well, it's been a really fun week at the beach, but my face has taken a huge hit. So tons of melasma spiked to the surface, even with the best products. So I'm gonna show you what I do in the office to clean this up. Yeah, that was in July. So in August, I did a BBL treatment with a VI Precision Plus peel on top of it. I'm applying the VI Precision Plus peel right after and immediately following having done a BBL treatment on my entire face, specifically for pigment on a pigment correct setting to really kind of break up the pigment that popped up through the summer, pull it to the surface, and then my hope is that this is just gonna peel it all off, okay? If you are interested in this type of wild, crazy off-label treatment, follow along for the next 7 days to see how it all shakes out. This is day 7. Quite a bit of improvement. The idea is that you would do a series of 3 to 5 treatments. So I'd say I'm pretty happy with just one. Had really great results with that. And then 2 months after that, I did a microneedling treatment. Just very basic microneedling treatment. And here we are about 2 months after that. The hardest thing with these treatments is just finding the time. So find the time, because you saw how bad it was, and you're gonna see how this looks after all is said and done. There are so many ways to go about treating pigment, and there are so many debates as to whether or not heat is appropriate for melasma. I have melasma. I've been an esthetician for over 20 years, and I have found that I get really good results with lasers. Here's why. I do not treat my melasma when it's active, meaning when it's surging, when it's freaking out. I give it time to just calm down. Or if it's a hormonal change, you have to wait until things balance out before you go in and treat it, okay? Because otherwise you can have a really bad reaction. but I've had really good luck. This is what I did. I'm just sharing my experience in hopes that it might help you in your journey, because I think that when we feel good, then we reflect the brighter part of our personality and our true self. Okay, so that being said, this is day 4. This is my best of the best post-Halo skincare regimen. I've tried so many different things. I've curated the most potent and effective skincare to treat collagen production, to protect your collagen from breaking down, and then also to help with evening out skin tone. Now, if you don't need help evening out skin tone, then you can skip the VI Derm Dark Spot Lifting Serum, okay? If you don't have any dark spots, if you don't have any acne scars, if your skin is like porcelain, I'm just trying to get skin like you, but you don't need that one. Okay, otherwise, this is for everyone. Here we go. First, in the morning, cleanse with your Omni cleanser. So that's a bilateral cleanser. It's not gonna strip your skin. One pump is enough for your entire face. I typically do my whole morning routine after I've worked out, because what's the point in putting all this on, going and sweating it off, right? So find when this is appropriate for you. Some people don't cleanse in the morning, so if you just wanna rinse your face, that's perfectly fine. The best product is the one you're going to use. So next up, I'm going in with my Nourishing AminoPlex spray, 100 different amino acids. So I'm just spraying this and letting it soak in. One of the most important things with your very expensive, very exclusive skincare is that you actually allow each product to penetrate independently so that it can get where it needs to go before you apply the next one. See, they might be like bumper cars if you mix them together in the palm of your hand, right? They might not be able to get to where they need to go. One of the biggest, most important things to note with Omni is their 007. You'll see that on all their bottles. So this is what's next, the Restorative Facial Serum. They have a patent on their delivery system. Your product is only effective if it can get where it needs to go. If you order a package online and you don't have a delivery truck deliver it to your house, what's the point? Same thing with products. You can buy products that say they contain certain ingredients, but if their delivery system is not clutch, you're not getting the benefits. That's why I believe in Omni. One of many reasons. Okay, also no fillers. So next I'm using this. What is this? 65% growth factors, actually over 65. I'm using one pump. I'm gonna put this on my entire face. Growth factors and exosomes. There is not a dupe, okay? The thing to note is what this is gonna do is help kind of feed, think of Miracle Grow. It's gonna penetrate to the deepest layer of the skin, help promote collagen production. That's what your growth factor and exosomes are doing. After your growth factor, apply one of these vitamin C serums. Okay, Elastin makes a great vitamin C because it's tetrahexyldecylascorbate. So is Alto Advance, assisted with 19 other antioxidants. This one's really good if you have a lot of redness in your skin, the Alto Advance. And then Clinical Skin's vitamin C is awesome because it's 20% vitamin C, having both L-ascorbic acid and tetrahexyldecylascorbate. So, and then they have their ACE technology. So these are just 3 good options that I would suggest. Also, something to note is that if you're using SkinCeuticals vitamin C and ferulic, their patent actually ran out. And so now there are all sorts of companies duping that product. Look out for something like that. Just make sure it's not oxidized. So use it while it's potent, because if it's oxidized, it's not gonna be as effective. Okay, then you're gonna go in with your facial firming serum. How is this different? This is peptides. Peptides send signals to your cells. You decide which signal it's gonna send as far as which peptides you use. This one is signaling collagen, okay? There's also copper in it. Let me pop this off. All right, so I'm gonna put this on. It's slightly, if barely thicker. Your serums are your workhorses. If you're gonna splurge on any skincare, you splurge on your serums. You can totally save when it comes to cleanser and moisturizer and sunscreen, but do not buy serums that don't have science behind them, or haven't enough studies to prove their efficacy, because otherwise, what's the point? Okay, I did do my neck, so I actually have to do 2 pumps, because the second pump needs to go on my neck. And it's healing perfectly. Okay, letting that soak in completely. Now I do use the elevated eye serum. This is a bonus. Okay, I love this in the morning because it soaks all the way in. So this is specific growth factors just for around the eye area. It soaks right in, and then my mascara doesn't run on top of it. At night, I sometimes use a thicker, like I'll use this and then put a thicker eye cream on top, like Lumiere or TNS eye cream. Let that soak in. Then, if you're healing, you're gonna need your Calm Repair Moisturizer. Pop this off. I do like, Zio also makes a really good one, I have to say. I have to give them a little credit here. They have a hydrating cream that is excellent. Here we go. One more pump, put it on my neck. And then after this, you would put your sunscreen on. The one I'm gonna be using is the VI Derm SPF 50. It's the same one that comes in a VI Derm peel pack. So it is a physical block. Do not use a chemical block while your skin is healing. It will sting and burn, and it can cause like weird reactions. You can use whatever sunscreen you like here, as long as it's physical or chemical free, essentially, so mineral. All right, after that, you can be done. But if you're still healing like this, you can even put your Omni Balm right over, okay? That's your morning routine. At night, you're gonna wash your face. This one's non-negotiable because now you've been out all day. So at night, you do need to wash your face. One pump of this. Then I'm going in with my facial restorative serum. And then I'm going in with my dark spot lifting serum at night. I did forget that I am spraying this first. Oops. And then over top, while I'm healing, I'm gonna do the balm. I use my eye cream at night also. You can too. It's entirely up to you. But if you have any questions, comment below. Otherwise, I hope this message finds you well. Happy healing. I forgot to mention retinol. I will not go back to any exfoliants for a full month. I know that seems outrageous, but your skin is actually going to be healing. It will still feel dry. I'm going to show you my top 3 retinols and then the one that I'm going to use. So one is excellent if you are normal to dry, you don't want any flaking or peeling. One is great if you deal with pigment, scarring, acne, and the other one is great just for overall cell turnover. Here, this is the one I'm going to be using probably. This is the VI Derm Ret Correct Night Exfoliator. Love this, okay? It does make you peel a little bit, but I'm not going to use it consistently. And the place that I'm gonna use it at night is I will cleanse my skin, okay? And then for me, I'm gonna use my retinol. The night I use my retinol, you don't have to use retinol every night, okay? So once your skin is healed, start with once a week, up it to 2. You know, maybe you can use it every night, but not everybody can. Let your skin acclimate. You don't need your face to be falling off to get all the benefits. In fact, if you are somebody who never ever wants to peel, I would suggest this one, okay? 1% retinol. You will not peel from it. You can be dry as a bone, and I promise you this will improve the health of your skin. So the Omni Retinol is gonna be for you if you don't wanna peel. Okay, otherwise, if you really wanna just kind of take off the top layer, I'm doing this and then this at night because I'm really trying to keep my pigment looking as good as possible, but I'm only gonna be using this once to twice a week. If you have lots of acne, this is just a side note, try this stuff. It freaking works. Like overnight, it dries everything up, but you won't peel and it is irritating. You don't wanna overuse it, but Zio made this stuff and it is retinol plus acne complex. I don't know what it does, but holy cow, it works. So sometimes if like my skin's going through something, I'll do a pump of this. The compound is insane. All right, those are my top 3 retinols for 2026. Let me know if you try one of them. This is day 5. It's so exciting and satisfying because you can see how much the cells have turned over and I'm starting to see results. So my forehead still has a long way to go and around my hairline as well as my neck. not forcing anything. It'll be really satisfying to see that come off. This is what it looks like. I just did my entire skincare routine, but it's already glowing. That halo glow, oof, worth it. Day 6, and it just keeps getting better. More cell turnover, seeing more of the improvements. Glowing skin. I only have skincare on. I haven't even put my sunscreen on. Let me get even closer. Waiting for that guy to roll off, not forcing it. The neck looks better. Really happy. Day 7, last day. What do you think? Was it worth it? I certainly do. This little spot is still turning over, and there's a couple spots on my neck that still need to exfoliate off, but they will. I'm really happy with my results. Is this something that you would do? A week of downtime? I mean, ish? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for following me along this last week. I'm linking my other Halo Diary where I was more aggressive as far as sending more heat to the dermis, so you can see how swollen you might get if that's the type of treatment you're looking for. The nice thing about this treatment is it can be dialed in specifically to you and your needs.